This video is sponsored by Warren. Hello everyone and welcome back. Since the beginning of 2022, I was intending to do a reading list video for the new year and share my all-time favorite self-help books. So today I'm finally here with 22 books you need to read in 2022. We will be going through each one and explaining shortly what they exactly talk about so you can prepare your own reading list. Without further ado, let's get started with this books to read in 2022 video. And the first one we will look into is one of the books that changed my life before, so I guess I can call it as a life-changing book. You Are the One by Kurt Blackson. I talked about it in my previous 5 books that changed my life video, but I will mention again because it's definitely worth it. His life story is genuinely inspiring and I'm sure everyone will find something in this book since it covers so many different areas of our lives like career, religion, family, and much more. If you want to start reading self-improvement books in 2022, You Are the One must be your first choice. Next is Mud, Sweat, and Tears by Ruiz. Another great autobiography out there, and the reason why I read this book is I knew Ruiz from his TV shows, totally fell in love with his personality and abilities, so decided to dig deeper and found out that he has 3 years of experience in special forces, survived from a parachute accident. Okay, no more spoiler, but know that you don't have to be an adventure addict to enjoy this book because the book itself is already spectacular. I personally finished the book in no time. The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. Maybe you heard the author or the name of the book, maybe you read or haven't read yet. Doesn't matter, whenever you feel like something is stopping you in life and you blame that, I highly suggest you to open this book and read a chapter. This is one of the books that can entirely change your life perspective, how you look at the things that happens to you. So in terms of changing our mindsets, The Obstacle is the Way might be the best book out there. Fourth one is Anatomy of the Spirit by Dr. Miss. For those who like to learn about chakras, how to activate them, how our emotions and reactions affect our bodies, this is going to be your book because not only it does explain you everything in a fundamental level so you don't have to struggle trying to understand, but also supports them with different pictures and real life stories. Who knows, maybe you will find out that low back pain you've been experiencing is because you feel separated between your actual home and your family's home. Alright, another spiritual book you need to add to your reading list for 2022 is 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. Completely piece of cake since it's not too long, but even though everything it mentions sounds simple, they're actually super important, powerful, and all on point. The Richest Man in Babylon by George Clason. Some people say it's the best book ever that has been written about money, and they especially suggest if you're wondering how to use the money you have wisely in order to pay your debts and get rich in long term. So it talks about how people used to live wealthy back in Babylon reign. So make sure to read The Richest Man in Babylon if you wanna go the extra mile with finances in 2022. Next up, 3 Steps to Awakening by Osho. Osho has been one of the most brave humans that I know among other authors because he never hesitates talking about controversial topics like family issues, marriage, religion, sex, life after death, etc. So even though I haven't agreed with everything he said, it opened my eyes and he made me more of an objective person, which I think is great. Sometimes all we need is just a different voice. The Miracle Morning by Elrod. If you watched my A Crucial Thing You Need to Know About Waking Up Early video, you already know what this book is about, and considering its impacts on me and my actions, I will definitely say this is a life-changing book. Not gonna give any spoiler if you haven't read, but I will only tell it's a combination of an inspiring life story and a morning routine guide. The Uninhabitable Earth by David Wallace Wells. This is actually one of the books that has been on my list for a long time since I saw it in a Pinterest post, but I haven't got a chance to read it so far. The book itself is completely about the Earth's future, how human being has been damaging our nature, air within the last 30 years and its consequences. The Uninhabitable Earth is also known as an epic-defining book, and even though it draws a pessimistic point of view, I believe everyone needs to hear the facts in order to take real action, and today taking action towards a brighter future individually from the comfort of your home is more easy than ever thanks to RAN. RAN is an effective beginning point for everyone who wants to save the planet but doesn't know where to start with. On RAN platform, you can find out your carbon footprint by completing a quick and fun 2-minute survey about your lifestyle and get results directly to your mail address. But this is not the only area they keep you informed, because when you signed up for funding carbon reduction projects, not only you receive monthly updates with pictures, data, and stories, but also everything on RAN is totally transparent from every transaction to every receipt, which makes it super reliable in my opinion. Besides, you can keep track of the impact you make on the world. Among too many life-changing projects, I personally love the idea of saving Amazon rainforest from the results of climate change using such amazing tools like drones by monitoring the area against deforestation. I've always been a lover of rainforests and always been aware that our forests are under threat more than ever, so after seeing this project that carried out in Peru, I suddenly realized we can still do something. With the valuable contributions you're gonna make, you can offset your carbon footprint step by step and support WIRE as they change the world for the better. The first 100 people who sign up with my link in the description box will have 10 extra trees planted in their name, so do show your love for the planet. Steve Jobs by Isaac Walterson is another one on the list. I assume almost everyone heard about this book because Steve Jobs is a popular public figure and changed everyone's relationship with technology after Apple, but what makes this book a self-help book in my opinion is it allows you to go deep down and explore these people's mindsets so you can use it to your own advantage, create a life vision for yourself, and take life lessons from them as well. The Code of the Extraordinary Mind by Vishen Lakhiani, an incredible entrepreneur and the founder of Mind Valley. If you're serious about changing your life, this book gives you a step-by-step guide on how to do that internally so you can find more inner peace, happiness, and joy in life. For me, it's a great book to update your systems, beliefs, and goals without stressing too much. The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Of course, if you haven't read yet. Just like Deepak Chopra's book, it includes simple but effective rules to live by, but this time you make an agreement to stick to them for the rest of your life so you can live in your own protected heaven no matter what. And you need to read this book in 2022. Moving on, first everyone's favorite Ikigai about a long and happy life, secrets from the local people of Okinawa and how they found their purpose in life. Second, the guide for living a more intentional, happy, and healthy life. Start with the first one, and if you feel like reading more and implementing what you read in the book, you can get the application guide. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. We all know how important it is to live in the present, but do we spend enough effort to stay in the present? The author Eckhart Tolle explains why we think constantly about our past and future, plus he raises our awareness by looking at the topic from many different perspectives. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Nope, Covey doesn't say wake up early, have a to-do list, or eat healthy. If you guess so, then you're definitely underestimating the book, because what you will find is much more than that. If you sick and tired of typical self-help books, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People can be the one you must read next. Getting Things Done by David Allen, the most efficient and practical book about productivity and organization. He literally saved my life while I was suffering from everything that pops up in my head because I had no idea about how to organize them and not miss any idea. But thanks to Allen's techniques and systems, I still use some of them in my Notion, and it's been so helpful. 5 Love Languages. According to the author, there are 5 different languages that we use to show our love, and in order to build healthy, strong relationships with our loved ones, we gotta figure out what our primary love language is and how to speak the other languages so we can have a long-lasting relationship. If this interests you, give 5 love languages a try. Coming to the end in our 2022 reading list, next book recommendation from me is gonna be The Book of Joy by Douglas Abrams. 2 spiritual leaders, Dalai Lama and Desmond Tutu, coming together to discuss what the state of happiness actually is, how we can find joy while too many bad things happening in the world, how to control our reactions, and much more. Absolutely a must read. Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's a quite known book nowadays, but definitely deserves to be. The most beneficial and detailed book I've ever read about habits in my entire life. It opens a whole new perspective about how to build a habit and stick to it. Also, the tips in the book can be integrated to your everyday life with ease. Last 2 books are gonna be from Jen Sincero. One is about her life and how to evolve to our best versions with the challenges of life. You're a badass. And the other one, You're a badass at making money, which is more about how to attract money and create a healthy mindset around money. Both are amazing and really enjoyable when I consider the personality of Jen. So that was all from me. Hope you liked this 22 books to read in 2022 video theme. Let me know if you want to see more book videos this year, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!